I'm not just here to share a story, I'm here to share a warning. It was late September 2021. The trees were turning gold and red in the Appalachian mountains. Nathan Cole, 32 years. Old ex-military, worked as a mechanical engineer in Boston Saled. Guy loner, but reliable. That weekend he joined two old college friends, Marcus and Derek, for a 3-day hiking and camping trip. No phones, no GPS, just paper maps and nature. They arrived at the trailhead on a Friday afternoon. Weather was perfect, spirits were high. Nathan was the first to throw on his backpack and say, "Let's see how much of the world we forgot now." One knew that would be the last thing they'd ever hear him say. They hiked all day and set up camp by a small creek deep in the woods, miles from the nearest signal or road campfire. Marshmallows, stupid stories from college classic, stuff it around. 1 a.m. they all turned in for the night, but sometime during the night, Marcus woke up. He thought he heard someone whispering very softly near the tree liney. Peeked out. Nathan's tent was unzipped, empty at sunrise. Nathan was still gone, his boots still in the tent, his flashlight right next to them, but Nathan himself no trace. Marcus and Derek searched the area for 2 hours before finally breaking the pact. They turned on a phone and tried to call for help. No signal. They had to hike 6 miles back to get a bar. When they finally got through to emergency services, it was already noon by the time the search teams arrived. Nathan had been missing for nearly 12 hours in an area where temperatures dropped below 40 degrees at night. Over the next week, more than 60 people, including dogs, helicopters, and local rangers, combed the forest. Not a single footprint, not a broken branch, not a scent trail. Nothing. And remember, he left without boots, without gear, without light. He should have been easy to find, but he wasn't. It was as if the forest had swallowed him whole. On the 3rd night of the search, one of the rescue workers, an older guy named Harvey, said he saw someone watching him from between the tree. Tall figure, standing absolutely still, about 20 feet away. Looked like Nathan. Harvey shouted. The figure turned and walked silently into the dark, but when they followed, there were no tracks, no signs anyone had been there. Harvey was an ex-tracker. He said that man didn't walk, he just glided like he wasn't touching the ground. Nobody believed him, but Harvey quit the search the next day, a week after the disappearance. Nathan's brother David went through Nathan's apartment, looking for clues, hoping for a note. What he found was a leather journal Nathan had been keeping for the past year. It wasn't full of stories or sketches, it was full of maps, dozens of them hand-drawn, cryptic, all focused on one location, the Appalachian Trail area where he vanished. Strange symbols, circles, marked with phrases like "it waits," "Herodont," "follow the voices," "midnight is the thinnest hour," "step between the pines." Some pages were torn out. One loose sheet was on his desk. It read, "If I don't come back, burn the map. And never go looking, David. Never." Burned it. Exactly 1 year later, to the day, September 24th, 2022, David received a package, no return. Address inside was a single Polaroid photo, blurry, dim, taken in the woods, and in the center of the photo, a man facing away, wearing the same red flannel Nathan wore on that trip. On the back of the photo, for words written in shaky handwriting, "Still not alone. Nathan Cole was never found. No body, no clothes, no trace. Some say he went mad, ran off to live in the woods. Some say he staged his own disappearance. But if you ask me, he found something out there, something ancient, something that doesn't want to be found, but doesn't let go either. And I think he tried to warn us. That's why I'm telling you this, because if you ever find yourself walking between the trees of the Appalachian Trail and you hear someone whisper your name in the dark, don't follow. Thanks for listening to the story of Nathan Cole. If You found this unsettling good. That means you're paying attention. There are more stories out there, ones the forest still keeps. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and whatever you don't step between the pines.